I grew up on a small chicken farm in Alexandria, Louisiana. And many, many days I used to walk outside and I used to watch those chickens fly off the hen house. And I'm telling you, they would grab their little wings and they would just fly off. And I'd say, man, I wish I could do that. Now, our home also was near England Air Force Base. So those jet planes would fly over our house every day. So I'd watch those jets fly and I'd go, gosh, I wish I could just run and take off like those planes. I was just fascinated with flying. Well, one day Mama brought home a Superman comic book. And my brother and I, we were just really fascinated with that thing. Superman was from the planet Krypton and he could fly. And he had a cousin named Supergirl and she could fly. And he had a little dog named Crypto and he could fly. I was so fascinated. I said, man, I wish I could fly like Superman. Man, I just wanted to fly. I just thought, oh, that would be so wonderful. Well, one day when my mom and daddy was gone to work and they wasn't looking, my brother got outside and he found this little red rag outside. He tied it around his neck and he got on top of the chicken coop. And he got on there and he tightened that little red rag and he got his little arms going and he was going, it's a bird, it's a plane, it's Superman. And he jumped off. My little eyes got so big and I'm going, oh, James can fly. He can fly. Well, he kept doing it over and over and over again. And finally he got tired. He threw his little red rag on the ground. And I'm thinking, I believe I'll try that. So I got the little red rag and I tied it around my neck. And would you believe Miss Chocolate was just too short to get on top of that chicken coop? Well, I went and got me a bucket. And I got on top of that bucket and I tied that little red rag around my neck. Got to the edge and I got my little arms going like this and I went, it's a bird! It's a plane! Well, my daddy was outside working and he heard me yelling. And daddy came out and he said, get down from there. Man, I was so scared. I stopped in my tracks. And daddy said, get down right now. He said, if I catch you on that chicken coop again, I'm going to spank you. Yeah, sir. So I found my bucket and I sat on my bucket and I folded my arms and I went. Now, don't y'all do that to your parents. That's bad. And soon as my daddy disappeared around that house, you know Miss Chocolate was going to get right back on up that chicken coop. Yes, I did. I got on top of that chicken coop. I tied the little red rag around my neck and I said, shh, girl, you talk too loud. So I got the little thing. I got my little arms going. And I went, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's Supergirl. Whoosh. I landed on my feet. Ooh, this was fun. Did it over and over and over again. Well, next to the chicken coop was the hen house. The hen house was a whole lot taller than the chicken coop. But I could do it. I stretched and got my little leg up there and soon I was on top of the hen house. Man, I looked down off the hen house at them chickens and I went, ooh wee. Them chickens look real little from up here. And I said, oh, I can do this. So I got my little red rag tied around my neck. Got my little arms going. It's a bird! It's a plane! My daddy heard me yelling. He came running. Get down from there! Yes, sir. Didn't I tell you to get down from there? Yes, sir. Got down on my bucket and I went. And then daddy disappeared around the side of the house. And you know what I did? I got right back up there and I said, girl, you talk too loud. So got on top of the hen house, tied my little red rag around my neck, got my little arms swinging. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Supergirl. Whoosh. Landed on my feet. Ooh, this was fun. I don't know why grown people don't want you to have no fun. I was having so much fun. I was 4 years old, by the way. Now, let me tell you something. When you're 4 years old, you're really smart. Child, that was next to the hen house was a big old pecan tree with a leaf, with a whole limb branch coming all the way to the hen house. Now, you know what my little 4-year-old brain thought? You know, if I just swing my arms a little harder, I could land in that branch. Yes, I could. And all the little children be coming over here to watch Miss Chocolate swing and land in that tree. Wouldn't that be fun? That's what a 4-year-old brain would do. So I got my little rag tied around my neck, got my little arms. I swung them really, really hard. And I went, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's Supergirl. And I took off. I missed the branch. But I landed right on that hen floor of the chicken coop, or the chicken yard, and I landed on my nice, fine brown behind, and it hurt. Bam! Daddy heard me crying. He come in there, get up from there. Yes. Didn't I tell you not to jump off there? Yeah, yes. And then he said, you better not cry. I was hurting so bad. Daddy made sure I wasn't broke anything. And then he dusted me off. And he grabbed me by the arm. He said, you go back in the house with your mama. Yeah, yes, sir. And then Daddy said some words that were very confusing to me. Daddy said, you ain't no bird. You can't fly. Now, I was confused because if those jets could fly, if Superman could fly, and those chickens could fly, then Miss Chocolate ought to be able to fly. I didn't understand that I wasn't supposed to fly, but I thought in my own mind that I was supposed to fly too. Now, back in them days, you didn't sassy your parents. I know some of y'all sassy your parents now, but you wasn't supposed to sassy them then. And I wasn't going to say anything to my daddy with my mouth, but with my eyes. I looked at my daddy in the face, and with my eyes, you know what I said? That's okay. One of these days, I'm gonna fly. Yes, I am. I went in the house. You know what? I started school. I went to elementary school. Smart. Got smarter every day. Went on to junior high school, and I was still smart. I went to high school. I was the smartest thing in my class. I graduated in the top 20 of my high school class. About 200 of us. And I was in the top 20. I know I was smart. Well, you see, in my neighborhood, we were surrounded by a railroad track. We all went to the same school, went to the same church, went to the same grocery store. We didn't know anything outside of those tracks. That's all I knew was life inside of those railroad tracks. Well, when I graduated from high school, I went beyond those tracks to go to college. There was different people, different methods of learning. I didn't know none of that. Although I was number 20 in my high school class, I wasn't anything in my college. And those people told me, and after one semester, they say, you just not smart. You not too bright. And they called me into the dean's office and told me, say, you know what? You are not college material. Maybe you ought to go home and go to trade school. Well, I walked out that office feeling really, really defeated. And it was like the same thing my daddy told me when I was 4. Told me I could not fly. And that just didn't set with me then when I was 4 years old. And it didn't set with me then at that moment. And I said, if those other students can make it in this college, surely I can. And I went home kind of discouraged. And in God's word, I found a verse in the Bible from the prophet Isaiah. And it says, they that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagles, and they fly. You want to know how to fly? You were created to fly. Now, you don't jump off the hen house. You'll break your neck. But you can fly. You can fly over any mountain, any circumstance. You can fly. God is the power source that helps us fly. Nothing can stop us when we're soaring by His guidance. Man, I went back to that school. Same school that told me I wasn't college material. And I graduated from that school. Same school. I didn't graduate magna cum laude. I graduated laude how cum, but I graduated. And I was so excited. I wanted the whole rest of my life to be standing before young people, sharing with them that you can fly. And they sent me on my first assignment, and that was to Detroit, Michigan. Yeah. I told my mom and dad, I said, I'm going to Detroit. For what? Talk with young people. Tell them that they can go to school and they can be anything that they set their minds to be. Well, you know how I got to Detroit, don't you? My daddy took me in the car and packed up my little stuff. to the airport. I was walking out the runway. And I turned around and I look at my dad. I say, see, Daddy, I told you one day I was gonna fly. And I've been flying ever since. Not off the hen house, please. In an airplane. I've been flying through TV stations, flying through many states, many audiences, sharing the stories of Christ, sharing that he can be the power source for your life. See, young people, you have to believe that you can fly. You have to believe that you can touch the sky. You have to think about it every day and night. Spread your arms, spread your wings, and fly. You can fly.